All right. I just wanted to make another video here called "More Ideas on Alternate Currencies." See if I can kind of just fucking cover this shit up. You know what? Just bugs me, man. I don't want to be. I'm sorry, just distracted while I'm doing this. You know, it sounds kind of weird that I put tape on this shit. Anyways, the uh, the point of the video is I wanted to talk about more ideas on alternate competing currencies and stuff like that, and uh, stuff that I've been thinking about in regards to this. And here's it's just I just have a bunch of ideas, for how a company can profit on this, and for a business model in my mind that would succeed. And if you're asking yourself, are you thinking about starting your own currency? The answer is yes. And but it doesn't mean that somebody else can't do it, and it does, because at the end of the day, really, it's just an idea for how to make money and really take shots at tyranny at the same time. So the idea, the idea, the ideas that I've been having in the last couple of days, and is, or today really is, if you took this currency, first of all, if you have a currency, an alternate currency or a coin or a medium of transaction that you're trying to promote, a medium of exchange that you're trying to promote, um, excuse me, one of the things that needs to be done is it needs to be anchored to gold. And I made a video where I said, it doesn't really matter, but the more I think about it, and the more on the practical side of actually starting a currency, it really would make more sense. And you know, to me, money is kind of a tricky subject, and it takes time to even figure out how it works and how it can be manipulated, and how um, it can be utilized to your advantage. But at the same time, um, when you're talking about, you know, my idea would be this. The Bitcoin model, they said we want to make it to where you have to pay, where you get a coin or Bitcoin or whatever, and there's a limited number in circulation, but they're going to increase the amount of that supply over the next 100 years or so, in conjunction with what they believe the expansion of the gold supply is going to be. In my opinion, I don't know. I don't believe that's the best solution. First of all, I thought it was a good idea to create a currency where there's a limited amount of it, but anymore, I don't think that really matters, because it just, to me, as a business person who wanted to start a currency or competing currency, I would have a hard time selling something to somebody that I couldn't say I have some kind of tangible asset that I've backed up what you bought with. So at any time, if you want it back, actually, it's been appreciating as well. And so, you're going to get back more than what you actually got. Despite the fact that, yes, you had to pay money to get the coins, and for what you got, here would be my way of doing it. A coin, I would basically make a coin equal to 1 gram of gold, or something in that area, and something easy to remember, easy to understand. So then, basically, we have denominations of that coin, or basically, you take that coin and cut it into 100 pieces or 1,000 pieces, or however you want to do it, and as time goes on, that decimal point will probably grow, in the number of zeros that can occur behind it. But that will always be in conjunction with the appreciation of gold. So if that's going on, that means there's some serious inflation going on, probably, based on today's society, and what money is worth today. So as of right now, it's a reasonable amount, but I mean, still, it would be a safe place to keep your money. It would be a good place to save money. See, that's one of the things that would be so profitable about it, is if you could really convince somebody that you're not just a good place to make you're not just a good medium of transaction and exchanges, but also a medium of saving that money. And for some people out there, you're probably thinking, well, if you're talking about getting up to the point of, something that's easy to use in society as a medium of exchange, how can that happen? It can happen in a libertarian economy. And yes, really, there has to be some dominant players that measure up to this criteria before anybody's going to be interested in doing it. But before dominant players can exist, people have to begin to enter into the market with this idea. And the idea isn't just to back it by gold. You also have to build into your business model that you're not going to let people who receive bailout money, and that you're going to build a list. See, that would be my business model. And it's probably going to be the business model I end up going with, because I don't think anybody is really going to end up doing this, to be honest with you. So what I'm going to end up doing is creating a currency where it's basically a medium of exchange. You get to buy it. It's backed by gold. We're building a list. We're going to put it on the website. We're going to put it on the very first page that you see when you come on the website, and basically probably spell it out to you on the first page, at least not the second or third page. This is our list of people who we will not do business with. Another cool thing about this is if you did this, you could take and create a listen. I don't know what's bothering me right now. I think it's probably because I got on the fucking internet the other day, and I'll just be honest with you. Seriously, I basically got on the internet naked on accident. And I guess I just got done using the restroom and forgot to I don't know what the fucking problem was, man, and it's just embarrassing. I feel like a dumbass right now. I'm sorry. I know it must have traumatized somebody, and seriously, oh god, I'm just glad I caught it as early as I did, man. Shit. Anyways, the point of the story is, God, I'll probably need to smoke some weed or something. Anyways, look, I know y'all can still hear me from over there, so the point of the story is this, okay? Um, it For one thing, it really kind of feels like, okay, I'm buying this, I'm paying for, it could easily feel like, well, I'm buying this currency, I'm paying a certain amount of money for this coin. Yes, it's backed by gold, but you're going to end up paying a fee for the asset. Okay. That will hopefully be covered in time by the appreciation of the asset. And then if you buy more, then we can give you a volume discount. I mean, that's how all businesses work. But the thing about it is that if you, okay, let me explain it to you like this. If you, or explain it to you like this, I'm just losing my train of thought here. If you go and God damn it. If you go and what the hell was I just saying? So, so it might seem, but still at the same time, it can easily come across like, hey, you know what? This guy's getting me coming and going, because you're going to end up paying for a transaction fee. I mean, look what these fucking credit card companies will end up charging you, to process a credit card. You know, it can be a lot of money. Um, and so that's pretty much across the board. And so the point of the story is you end up having to wait for it too. I mean, look, there's no reason, if I'm a business, one of the most I really need to get back on camera, but one of the most profitable things that I would see myself being able to do, you're just probably just gonna have to listen. One of the most profitable things I would see myself being able to do would be be able to offer these companies the opportunity, because you're not only processing a transaction, you're also selling an asset. on the other end to a potential, okay, A, B, and C. A, an investor investing in gold. That's great, man. People want to just buy it for the hell of it, for just the gold. You can make so much money just selling the gold, especially if it's something that you can use. And and another thing too. So beyond the point of all the other stuff, that's really not the reason why people are going to buy it. But yes, buy it for that reason. But then on top of that, then you could also, since you're getting investors out of their transactions and everything, just tell them, just tell them, look, become an exclusive, become a person who will exclusively trade this asset. It will exclusively accept this alternate currency, you know? And if you'll exclusively accept this alternate currency instead of any other form of payment, and you'll tell your customers that. And my thing is I really truly believe that if you get people on board with that, then they'll do it. Potentially some of them will, and it's not going to be, I'm not saying that that's going to be the most lucrative part of your business, because it's not. I mean, um, this is what I'm trying to say. If you can get 1 in 100 to do it, that is a huge success story. Because because if you can get other businesses to measure up to this business model, and I know y'all are thinking this sounds stupid and everything, but if you can get other businesses, because see, here's the thing, this is what I'm saying. I don't think anybody's going to see the value in what I'm trying to say here. I don't think that anybody is going to do this, and I'm happy about it. I'm happy about it because I'm going to do it. And I think that it's going to make me a lot of fucking money because, like I said before, I really honestly do believe that people are going to. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna smoke weed on camera again. I really believe that people are going to invest. I really believe that people are going to see that this isn't just about making money and the potential for them to make money, which it is. It's the potential for me to make money. You see what I mean? Because if you're just doing business with me and you refuse to do, I mean, you put it on your website. We only accept this specific type of currency. If you put that on your website and you do it, and we probably will try to investigate and make sure that you really are doing it. And if you do, and it really is what you're doing, then what we're going to do is what that's going to do is make it to where it's going to make it more difficult for people who receive bailout money to do business. It's going to make it more difficult for them to exist, period. Because everything they do is linked to the fraudulent currency that they print up. So it's a profitable opportunity. And the reason I'm going to do it is because I really believe that there's just a huge undercurrent of anti-bank sentiment going on in the economy right now, and in the country. And I think that that's what's one of the driving forces behind these alternate currencies even existing. Period. So what I'm going to do is try to capitalize on it and try to do something against these banks at the same time. It might not be a successful thing for me. And personally, I don't know how I know that I'm going to end up doing this, but I just know that this is what I'm going to end up doing. I cannot even explain it, because as I'm saying it to you, I'm sitting here and I'm hearing myself say this and I'm going, this is never going to work. This is totally bogus. But within 5 minutes within a minute or 30 seconds of me getting off the camera and sitting here explaining this and hearing myself say this and feeling retarded, I will suddenly have just a huge just wave of emotion come over me that just says, it's just exciting inside of my heart and my spirit to know that this is what I'm going to end up doing. Because once you buy into the currency, I know that this sounds like a gimmick and I sound like a salesperson right now, but once you buy into the currency and you buy this, and I have your gold held here in a safe where I'm guarding it with guns or whatever it is, um, and you know all kind of safety mechanisms or whatever that are going to exist. It's just bigger and bigger safes, and probably just have a whole building just for holding a bunch of people's gold. And really, what's going to end up happening is, I'm just telling you, uh, I don't know, man. Like I said, to me, it sounds almost retarded. I don't even know if it can work or not, to be honest. I do not know. But something just tells me that it's going to, because I believe that the average person is almost just an idiot who's just waiting for somebody to come along and just lie to him and sell him some bullshit. Ugh.